Welcome back to digital class, and now we are looking at this question together. So this question here says that Joyce lower object R and S into a similar beaker. So these are the similar beaker. And what happened is water was then poured into both beakers until they reach the same level as shown below. So it means that again, the object is being placed there first, then they add the volume of water, and it's the same level. Okay. Now, object R and S were taken out the water. What observation were the water level would show Joyce that object S has bigger volume? So we know that S now has a bigger volume. Bigger volume means that it actually take up more space, right? So when this R and S is being removed, actually you notice that bigger S has a lower volume. Or lower water level, I should say. Water level. Why? Because it actually initially take up more space. So when you add the water, you actually add lesser water. That's why when it's taken up, the water level will go down. So let's move on. Object R and S have definite shape. Yes, it has definite shapes because they are solid. Based on the result of the experiment, state another property of R and S. I mean, it's kind of obvious that you can either write they actually take up space, or you can say they actually have volume or definite volume. I'll just say definite volume. Okay, so objects R and S have definite volume, or you want to say take up space, that's fine. So now let's move on. Joyce wanted to find the exact volume of object R. She was given the following items. Use your choice of any of the items provided. Describe the steps that Joyce would need to take to find out the volume of object R. Okay, so the first is step that has given you, pour the water from the container into the measuring cylinder. So you pour the water, and now again, I want to measure this object R. I pour container, I pour water inside. And what's my next thing that I should do? I should actually measure the volume of water. Measure the volume of water in the cylinder, in the measuring cylinder. Why do we need to measure? Because later I need to compare, right? I need to minus, right? So then after I measure already, I take a look. Okay. Then I add in the object. Then I add in the object inside the measuring cylinder. Okay. Then I add in the object. Submerge the submerge object R lah. Okay, object R into the water. Now again, when I actually put in dia dah. Nanti, yeah. So when I put in this object here in, then the volume of water will be going up, right? Okay. So then I need to remeasure again. So I need to measure the volume of water in the measuring cylinder with object R. Okay. Then last step is to use what? Use the step 4 to minus step 2, right? Okay. So my last step here will be subtract the initial volume from the new volume that we receive or that we get. Okay. And that's basically how this whole thing actually works well. Okay. So I hope that this video helps you to understand better. Now, although describing the steps, this kind of question is not very common, but it does actually happen also. Okay, so thank you. See you. Bye bye.